What is going on, Rhymestyle here, and today I got some exciting Dragon Ball Xenoverse gameplay for you guys, courtesy of TGS, otherwise known as the Tokyo Game Show, which is going on in Japan right now as we speak. So the way this video is going to work is I'm going to do live commentary, highlighting key features of the game over the course of 3 battles. Battle 1 being Goku and Vegeta, as you can see. Battle 2 is going to be between Kid Gohan and Piccolo, and Battle 3 is going to be Krillin and Nappa on the World Tournament stage. So without further ado, let's talk about this game. So the first thing I'm going to point out is this is still the alpha version of the game. There's a lot of key features and tweaks that are missing in this version of the game compared to the final version of the game. So don't, watch this video and say, wow, I don't see transformations or charging, I'm not going to get the final game. Please don't do that. The next thing I want to point out is this is the next gen version of the game as well, which is why it looks so much prettier. Specifically on the PS4, but this is what you can kind of expect the PS4 and Xbox One version of the game to look like. In terms of differences between old gen and next gen, I think it's just the graphical thing. In terms of content and gameplay, the PS3 and PS4 version of the game are going to be exactly the same. It's just in the PS4 and Xbox One version, it looks prettier. But let's talk about some features. Watch this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. I kind of messed up the count there. But you can snap behind your opponent, which is really awesome. That's something that was missing in Battle Z, and I'm really glad that they added it this time around, because snapping and vanishing and teleporting behind the opponent makes the games A look a lot more epic, and B adds a strategic factor to the game, being able to dodge and completely wreck your opponent. So I'm glad that they added vanishing, snapping this time around. Of course, it's not completely OP. It's based on your key. So as long as you have energy, you can keep doing it. Obviously, if you run out of energy, you can't do it unless you charge up. So you got to use it wisely and strategically. So yeah, in terms of actually charging key, it's not present in this video right now because, like I said, this is the alpha version of the game. But from what they told me, them being Bandai Namco, back at E3, they told me that charging will be present in this game. So once we get a better version of the build, we'll probably see that. But there's no charging actually that takes place in this game. Speaking of which, there are also going to be transformation in this game as well. Not present in this video, obviously. But transformations will be back in battle, being able to just transform in the middle of battle. That's coming back in Xenoverse, so don't worry about that. Now, everyone kind of knows it's coming back, but just in case you're, under a rock or something, you just missed out. Excuse me. Transformations will be back. And the way they're actually going to work is, I'm going to talk about it for a second. The way transformations actually work this time around is it's based on your key. So if you transform, you're going to start losing key, and if your key hits 0, you transform back. So you kind of have to charge it back up before you can do it again. So you have to be more strategic with it when you do it, because transforming actually does boost your stats this time around. So it's not just a new moveset, it does actually make you stronger, so you gotta make sure you use it wisely. Speaking of using it wisely, a couple of new things, well, not really new things, but a couple of things they're introducing in Xenoverse as well is, number 1, being able to charge melees and cancel, so you're gonna add that strategic factor of how you use the fights, and B, or 2, I guess, combos are going to be back in this game, unlike previous games where you just kind of punch. As you can see, Gohan in this fight specifically is linking a bunch of combos together between punching, wrecking, and then kind of like dashing behind Piccolo to continue his wreckage. If you pay attention, I don't know when he's going to do it. He's going to do it in the next couple seconds, so pay attention to that. But that's going to definitely add a strategic factor in terms of how much damage you can do with melee attacks and how you can link them all together to do as much damage as possible, like right there, right now. So that's kind of, that's kind of like the whole melee portion of the video. The next thing I want to point out, though, is the damage to the environment. Now, they already stated before that they want to add environmental damage to the game, but they want to also test what they can do in the game, or I guess due to the engine, what they can do on the engine. If you pay attention to this video, Gohan, for example, does a lot of damage to the environment from his key attacks and knocking Piccolo into the ground, like things like breaking the rocks. But they did say that they want to bring back the old feeling of doing like a spirit bomb, and then it shows like the earth blowing up and stuff. They want to bring that back. Now, again, it's not present in this game because this is the alpha version, but whenever they do announce that they do add that, I will let you know. But as of right now, that's kind of like the vision that they have for it. But at least for now, they do have the small environmental damage, like being able to do like craters from Key Blast and knocking your opponent into rocks and watching the rocks break. So, excuse me, wow. The throat is really dry. This is really tough. It's funny, I'm actually over here trying to do this video right now, but I keep getting so distracted by watching the fights. It's not that easy to record it sometimes. It's like, I know what I want to say, but every now and then I look down and I see like Gohan or Goku do something awesome, and I'm like, crap! What was I trying to say? But yeah. The other thing that I wanted to kind of point out is there's a lack of cutscene attacks in this footage. Now, I know a couple months ago they stated they wanted to put you, the player, in control as much as possible, which means they might like make cutscenes attack less of a thing. This includes like doing super attacks that, you know, like chase after your opponent, where it's like punch, 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 and then it does a ki blast, and like ultimate attacks. But I don't know how much they're actually gonna cut out on it. My throat is really dry. I don't know how much they're going to cut out on it, so I guess we'll have to wait and see for the final version of the game. But I mean, it's both a good and bad thing. The good thing is it focuses more on fighting, and the bad thing obviously is if we lose the epicness of being able to do things like ultimate, or do like a Father Son Kamehameha cutscene where just like you show Gohan charging up, and then Goku appears behind him, and then fire a blast. I mean, the attack is still going to be there, but like without a cutscene, it just won't be the same. But again, the good thing is it's going to be more focused on fighting. And it's going to be more about, you know, being skillful in the game and winning, rather than just, you know, pulling off a cutscene attack and then winning the fight and doing a lot of damage. So again, we'll find out more later in time as a better build of the game comes out. We don't know right now, but that's just something I want to point out again, because not that many people have talked about it yet. But in terms of everything else, I think that covers pretty much everything that I want to talk about. I'm just going to go ahead and point out, since this is still the alpha version of the game, there is no tournament knockouts in this game yet, or at least in this video yet. So in case you're wondering why Nappa's not getting knocked out, that's why. But yeah, so that covers kind of basically everything I want to talk about. In terms of any questions you guys might have, you know what to do. Just drop in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer to my best ability. Because I mean, like I said, I don't know everything about this game, but I do know a lot, and you know, I'll try to answer what I know and stuff. But yeah, again, this is still the alpha version of the game, folks. Alpha means this is still like before the beta, before the final. So in terms of like what's missing, I have no clue, but as soon as we find out, I'll for sure let you guys know. So make sure you stay tuned to my channel, subscribe if you haven't, and you know, I will let you guys know as it happens. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating below, and of course, if you have any questions, ask it below, and we'll just take it from there. My name is Rhymestyle. You guys are awesome, and I will see all you awesome people in the comment section below for questions and answers and stuff. And I don't know, yeah. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys below. Peace.